Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's a Wrap, aka the Mikoncast. Zach, shut the fuck up. We're here, episode 16, and well, as clearly stated right there, we're joined by the one, the only.
Me,
Zach.
Nathan.
Zach's
Oh,
back
yes,
again.
me. Yeah. Yeah, what's
Unfortunately,
good?
he begged me to be in this episode. No, I'm kidding.
I might have had to suck dick and play with a
Maybe.
couple balls, but
You know that we don't have to.
back.
Hey, man, we don't have to air our personal business like that. Unless.
Yep.
So yeah, we're here.
Mecon 60 coming 2021.
Actually, yeah, we're here tonight just to shoot the shit, have some goose, have some gaffs, talk about we're just kind of chilling. We don't have anything specific, necessarily. We're just kind of going,
Sure.
we're going around, What's going on lately, Zach? Tell me about what's going on in the mind of Zachary recently.
Fuck this hot sauce is spicy. That's what's going on. Damn. I got like the nose starting on. My cat's curious about it. He doesn't understand that it's hot sauce and it'll melt his asshole, but damn. Woo. This is the best hot sauce brand. I haven't had a problem with it yet. It's Melinda's, dude.
Ghost pepper, right?
By the way. Oh, yes, sir. Dude, it's good. It's really
Ghost
good.
pepper?
I'm just not using ghost pepper yet.
Yeah, it'll take you a minute, but once you get there,
Because I'm used to more milder stuff like well, I mean, still more on like the hot end, but not like extreme like ghost pepper. There's obviously way spicier, but damn, this shit. Woo! Excuse me. Damn, it burns.
Yeah, man. This kind of this is on the topic of spice, but what's it called? So I eat a lot of Takis, right? And I love Takis. And I was at Walmart. They don't have Takis at Walmart. Well, they have some small bags at the front, but I don't. I like the big bags that I have at Meyer.
Yeah.
So I was at Walmart. Like, they don't have any Takis, but you know what? They have lime hot Cheetos, and they usually only have regular hot Cheetos. Here, which is, whatever. So I'm like, I'm gonna get the lime hot Cheetos, and I did, and they're just not that good, man. I mean, no,
really
after
that's
having,
a hot take right there. Literally.
they're just mid. It's after having Takis for so long. I think the biggest part is the texture. I don't like because like Cheetos like they're crunchy, but they're like a soft crunchy,
Yeah.
And they're easy to crunch. But Takis like they're hard crunchy, and that's what I like about them. Also, in addition to the taste, I do prefer the taste of Takis also, but also the texture. I love just like the tortilla chip crunch. It's just
Yeah.
it's just all around better. Now they're not bad. I'm still gonna eat them, but I just realized I'm like, damn, these don't slap the way they used to. Takis just kind of changed my view.
I actually prefer something different than those two. When it comes to like hot chips, I like Andy Capp's hot fries. Those are by far my favorite.
Aren't those the one with the cheetah on them? That's like the
that would be
Chester's, right?
Cheetos hot. That would be Cheeto hot fries.
Cheetah hot fries.
Andy Caps are like smaller. And they're very crispy. They're very crispy and crunchy, and I like they're not hard crunch. They're not a Taki hard crunch, but they're definitely crunk.
Wait now, real quick. So the bagged hot fries that had the Cheeto on them, are those associated with Cheetos? Because it doesn't say it, but it has that. Well, okay, because he looks different than the Chester that's on the regular Cheetos. That's something that's always kind of confused me for years.
I don't know. I think it's so like the younger kids don't like mistake the fucking Chester or like don't mistake those for like regular Cheetos and then burn their fucking assholes. Dude, spicy food as a kid was scary.
Oh yeah, man.
Because like I grew up in a household where it's like a 3-year gap between me and like my next oldest or the next youngest person. It's a 3-year gap. So I mean, obviously with that gap, people can handle spice better. And so my sister's like 3 years and 12 years older than me. respectively, and then like my parents obviously being way older than me, they can handle spicy food. Like, but you know, when you're like 6, or well, let's go, when you're 9 rather, and like
Yeah.
everybody else fucking like can handle it even slightly, and you're pressured to try it, dude. Like, whew, I swear those shits like you could tears running down your face, bro. Like not crying, it's just like burns. It's like Satan himself is plunged into your asshole.
Yeah.
He's just planting his little pitchfork in your sphincter.
And that's what I love about talking now, because like obviously in my first, I don't know how long, my first while of eating them, like I had the burning coming out the other end, but now I don't have it at all with them, and it's great. I can just eat them and know that I'm not gonna have any kind of negative consequence to eating them. It's just it's
Does your
amazing.
shit get a little runny with it though?
No.
Okay. Like that's where I am with this hot sauce right now, because it's like a different kind of spicy for me. Is that I don't really get or I can get a burn still, but mainly like my shit just gets like liquidy. It's gross.
Yeah. But dude,
Although,
I'm telling you, the only negative things that for some reason Takis lately, this is only a recent thing. They've been making me feel very bloated recently whenever I'm done eating them, which is weird. Like I can just like feel them sitting in my stomach, and it's just uncomfortable. I don't know. They haven't been slapping them much recently. Obviously, they still do, but like not as much. I think I need to take a break. I've been having them. I've been
do
eating too
you like
much.
oatmeal? I mean, yeah, you like oatmeal.
I like oatmeal.
Have some oatmeal in like the morning, dude. It'll help your like digestive tract, and like have some yogurt.
No, I don't. I don't have digestive problems. It's just, I mean, like it'll pass after like a
Well,
little
no,
bit. I
well,
just
yeah,
don't like it.
I know, but I'm like it just like cleans everything and like promotes the bacteria in your whole digestive tract. It just like
Yeah,
helps ultra that and make sure it's like stronger and better and healthy.
I mean maybe, but I just don't eat breakfast.
Yeah.
I would eat oatmeal. It just wouldn't be
Oh
during
yeah.
the morning. It'd be like the
Yeah, no,
afternoon
you don't have to
or
have it.
evening.
As long as you just eat it, man.
Yeah, true. What's going on in the world, man? I mean, I touched on Biden so far. I touched on the stock market bullshit in my last solo episode, and there hasn't been a ton going on since then, has there been? I mean, it's just
Impeachment trial
oh yeah,
starts.
impeachment.
Um, the first senator or congressman to die from the coronavirus, Republican from Texas, I believe.
Hmm.
I think his name was like John Wright or something like that. I saw that literally as I was at the gym. Side note, I have a gym membership, by the way. I
Yo,
don't know if I said
congrats.
that.
How does it
Planet
feel?
Fitness. Feels good, actually. As much as I used to resent Planet Fitness, I'm kind of here for it now.
Oh,
When you
it's
gain
at Planet
50
Fitness.
pounds in the span of it's worth it, dude. Trust me. But when you gain 50 pounds in the span of a couple months, you want to change that. Planet Fitness is cheap, bro. It's worth it though.
Yeah, I've been working out more at home. I feel a little better. Been getting a little bit of muscle. I'm not gonna say a lot, but
Well,
it's just
cool.
more than what I've had in a minute, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it's coming too. Like it's I don't. I mean, I guess like I've made a conscious effort to eat better recently, but I rather than eating better, I mean, again, I do, but like I just eat like a lot. I just don't eat like food in general like a lot. I don't like starve myself. I just don't get hungry really a ton. I get full
Mm-hmm.
very easily. I don't know. It kind of works to my benefit, I guess, because it keeps me skinny. I suppose. I don't know. I need to start doing other workouts. So I need to start doing leg workouts. I need to build muscle and legs because my legs are super skinny. I
Maybe
don't know.
Wednesday if you want. I can bring you to the gym if you want.
Our guest allowed would have to pay some kind of fee.
No. So I got like their black card membership, so me and Naomi can always go together.
Mm.
And all I have to have you do is literally like on my phone fill out like a guest application thing, and
Mm-hmm.
then whenever you want to come with me, you just like tap on my like, or I'll just pull out my phone. I pull up like a barcode and they scan it. There you go, Squish. Have some food, buddy. It's spicy, so I warned you.
Well,
Mm. It's really cool.
I'd get some gym shorts though. I can order those on
Yeah,
Amazon or some shit.
I actually have a pair that's a good bit small on me. If you would like some, I have like two pairs, kind of small. Maybe if you want like
I
some,
could try them if they fit.
yeah. Because I mean, for me, how do you how do you like your gym shorts? Do you like them to be below your knees, and like just above your knees, or a good bit above your knees? Oh, squishy. Oh,
Um,
squishy dick.
Probably just above or or in like the middle of my knee, I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah.
I don't really care too much though, because again,
Mhm.
I'm not there to look good. I mean, I want to look decent because come on now.
Yeah. No, you got a drip. I understand. I wore all red today. Besides my hat's like gray, really dark blue, I think, and then black. But everything was red or black. It was nice to fucking trip. But not a lot of judgmental people playing at fitness. It's nice. I mean, there's always going to be the people. So something like, so I'm a fitness guy. I'm football coach, weightlifting like assistant. I know form very well. I understand like CrossFit workouts, which dude, fuck CrossFit. Okay, fuck CrossFit. There's better ways. You don't need to do CrossFit. You can if you love it. Do CrossFit, but if not, fuck CrossFit. Um,
Fuck
I'm
CrossFit. Hell yeah.
I'm a weightlifting guy through and through, and I know all sorts of proper form and workouts. But some people at the gym, it's just so funny. Um, like they're doing all these like workouts with their free weight. Like the only free weights you have at Planet Fitness are going to be like your dumbbells. You don't have like a like a free weight barbell. You just have you just have your dumbbells, and so these people are doing like weird dumbbell bench stuff, and like I get what they're doing, but I don't necessarily agree with it because these people are like trying to get in shape. So what they're doing is they take the dumbbell and they push it up slightly, or yeah, they push it up slightly and then bring it back down. I'm like, that's not the purpose of a dumbbell bench. Dumbbell bench isn't meant to be like an explosive lift like that. It's meant to reach more areas of your chest so you can like better define your chest and get your chest stronger.
Yeah.
It's stupid, I know. It's just like little things like that
No, yeah.
nitpicky about. And like, I'm not a judgy bitch at the gym. I don't really stare at people very long, but it's typically like the dudes that
Very
are wearing
long.
like the really deep like U-neck tank tops that have big muscles that I'm just shitting on the whole time because I'm like, dude, fuck you. I'm like, I got some fucking titties right here, buddy. Like, I got a big ass barrel chest. And I'm like, you don't see me like trying to show my fucking hairy fucking man titties. I'm like, you want to see that bitch? I'm like, I'll show you. I'm like, I got some nice whatever above an A cup would be.
Yeah, man.
Bitch. No,
Assert your dominance. That's always the most important thing to do when you're at the gym.
another
Always.
thing is, so okay, this is just a thing that a lot of people get weird when they're starting to go to the gym. Like, so there's a couple things. Muscle like mass, like the sheer amount of muscle you have. Like, say a dude has like a fucking 20 like has 22-inch biceps. It doesn't necessarily mean his biceps are gonna be stronger than like anybody else's. It just means he like puffed him up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's show muscle and then there's performance muscle. Show muscle is gonna be just like a lot of puff. You're still gonna be strong. Don't get me wrong. You're still gonna be really strong, but uh, that muscle is just meant to be big and swole, if you will.
Yeah.
And performance muscle is muscle that you train to deal with extreme strength and extreme conditions. So like it may not show up very big often, but you know it's still very strong. And yes, they can still get big if they're performance muscles, but you know it's and I believe people should combine a mixture of both getting those show muscles, quote unquote, and performance muscles
Yeah.
together because like with certain things, say like you're an athlete, like I was. playing football.
Yeah.
You do want that size on you so that you can obviously exert more force, and it takes more force to move you, stuff like that. And also, if you have more muscles, saying like your shoulders and stuff like that, that can help prevent concussions, like shoulders and neck area, because if you get hit in like the head, your head doesn't jerk back as far, and like it really cushions that blow for you. But also, you want like strength too.
Yeah.
It's just really good. Like, but a practical application to like growing your muscles again would be like that head jerking thing. So like your shoulders, like your traps, your
Mm-hmm.
shoulder and neck area. It would be like your trapezius muscles, and you like if you were in a car accident and your head jerks, I get you have a seat rest, but at the same time, it does help cushion the blow, so you're less likely to get an injury,
Yeah.
like in like your neck area. You're still probable, but it's gonna help.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, Zach, a nice anecdote on something no one cares about. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, I know.
No, I'm kidding. No, that's interesting. I was engaged. I was engaged in your dialogue.
Yo, wow.
I mean, hey,
I,
we're here to talk about it, man. We're here to talk about anything.
I would like to get a part-time job at Planet Fitness,
Do
just
it.
being one of their fitness instructors. Because I'm like, I would love that. So these people don't do shit all day. Like I walk in, they're just friendly, sitting at the desk, like, "Oh, can you sign here?" I'm like, "That shit's fucking easy." And then what do they do?
Oh.
They walk around cleaning. I'm
I
like,
do that shit.
"Bro,
That
yeah."
sounds. I just put in my headphones and I'm all good, man.
Oh, yes, sir. Somebody taps me in the shoulder. Hell yeah, what you need, buddy? Can you show me how to use the machine? It's right depicted there, sir. You can fuck off. And then walk away. No. Oh, God. As much as I like to talk shit about customers and be like, oh, yeah, I'd tell a customer, I can't. I don't ever. I'm such a sucker when it comes to customers. Like, how do I phrase this? Like, I've had a bad interaction with customers, and I'm just not like a dick back to them. I know one day I'm gonna snap because I'm a big guy, and some of these people talking shit are just assholes who are small.
Yeah. Wow.
But beside that, so like somebody will be like a dick to me at work when I'm trying to help them. I won't say shit to them, but inside I'm freaking out. I'm like, fuck you, asshole. But like my professionalism just kicks in. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, sir. You want to bend me over and fuck me in the ass?
Jesus.
Like, yes, I would like that. I'm like, oh God, no, sir, it was a joke.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
Yeah, please don't fuck me in the ass. But
Man, big
I
shit.
just know what.
Yeah. Big shit going down this weekend, man.
Yo, what's going on, kid?
My aunt and grandpa are finally moving into a new house because
Yo,
I'm not gonna say just in case I don't want to dox, but I've said the city that they live in, right? The one that's right by us
yeah,
starts with the. It's not the best necessarily of places. Oh,
yeah.
yeah, they've been there a long time. They've been looking for, and they're fine. Like they recently finally signed off on it. They'd been looking like for years. They'd been thinking about it,
Yeah.
and then like I should I think like they were looking before, but when my grandma passed like a couple months ago, I think they were like, all right, I think it's really definitely time to to get going into a new house, and they found a great one, man. And like everything has gone through, like like the loan and everything, like the people they're officially getting the keys. And
Mm,
I'm helping them move this weekend. A lot of my family
mm,
are. It's not just me. It's like we're all kind of helping them because, you know,
awesome.
it's crazy, man. This is something that's gonna be big. It's because you don't know. Like I spent like so much of my childhood, at their house. Back
Mm,
in the one city. Like I have so many just like core childhood memories there, whether it's for better or for worse. Whether it's really bad
mm,
memories or some good memories. I'd say it's mostly, yeah, maybe not mostly bad, but it's a fair share of bad. But
yeah.
it's a place I've been like my whole life. That because again, like half my childhood was there, and it's just
Mm,
like it's weird because I'm I'm gonna be seeing the house for like I'm gonna be in the house for probably the last time in a few days,
Damn, bro.
and that's kind of sad. It's really sad. I don't know. That's something I'm trying to
Hey,
process. I mean, I'm glad that they're moving. I think it's necessary because the new house I've been in it because
mhm.
I went there when they had a house tour for it, or when there was like an open house or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I walked through it, and it's a really nice. It's a major upgrade. It's a really nice house. It's very lengthy. It has a
Oh,
great basement. So of course I'm happy for
that's
them,
awesome.
but Jesus, man,
Yeah.
like the house is gonna be gone now. Like I'm not.
Now,
It's
this is
insane.
you don't have to like to this or we can move on from this, but you don't
Oh
think
no, I'm a open
the
book.
reason you don't think the reason you're in the sad is because the house might remind you of your grandma or anything like that, do you?
Well, I mean, of course that's part of it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, that's a major part of it. It's just that, and just the fact that I've been there so many times. I have so many memories.
Mm.
Just so much shit there. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really sad.
Yeah.
That kind of gets me sad. Like, what if one day? I don't want to think about it. Like what if like one day, like when I'm like when I'm like a much older person, what if there's like a completely different family living in my house right now? Jesus,
Dude,
isn't
I've
that isn't
thought of it
that
so many
depressing?
times. I'm like, dude, like what happens like when just like it's a I don't ever want to see the day, but like if my mom, dies, like dude, like what happens to this house and stuff? Like, and somebody's just gonna move in? I'm like, fuck. I'm like,
Hmm.
and then do I have to just come back and be like, hey man, I used to live here. Would you mind if I step around for a bit?
Yeah, I'll definitely do that one day too. I hope whoever eventually moves in another family, it's not a bunch of assholes who are like, no, that would really
Yeah.
suck. Just think
Yeah.
about it, imagine like the person that's gonna move into your room, and then like they have no idea about all the memories and years you spent there doing,
Dude,
where
imagine
you just become the person that you are now.
I'm going to try to leave a note somewhere that they can somehow find
Oh
just
yes.
describing in detail how I furiously masturbated in this
Oh,
room. Or just fucking tell them, like I murdered like 8 people in this room. The
Zach,
bodies are like
I
in
was
the wall or some shit.
Zach, I was like, oh, this is going, this is going somewhere deep and cool. Then just all the times I furious. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, like I could make some kind of video or something about how like detailing all the wonderful memories and time that I spent, and you fucking came in with
You know
that.
what would be fucked up? So you know how people like put it on like so I mean obviously you'll put it on like if you were to make a video you'd put it on some form of current day technology so that they can see it like a fucking maybe a flasher. But it's really fucked up if you put it on like a VHS tape.
Yeah,
Just the even more fucked up part is if you actually date it the proper date of like the year. And like, why the fuck did you do this?
yeah,
Oh. Yeah, why the fuck are we gonna get a VHS player?
yeah.
Like, what?
Imagine. Uh,
Dude, it's crazy.
uh,
How many kids growing up now don't even know what the fucking VHS is or something like that?
yeah.
Weird. Hey,
I kind of
what
want to get
experience? What?
VHS. No, sorry. No, you can finish what you were saying.
No, go ahead.
Well, I don't know. I was contemplating if I wanted to get like super deep here in a second, like super deep. Like
Yeah, you can.
I was kind of I was contemplating if I wanted to or not. But like fuck it, my channel itself is a deep cut to find on YouTube, let alone this episode, and like already like
Mm-hmm.
a half hour into it. I'm just gonna talk about it. You don't mind though if I get super deep, do you?
Yeah, you're good.
Fuck it, why not? I'm in the moment. I'm here. I just want to talk about like just like some weird feelings I've had. With my grandma passing recently. So like I've been having this weird feeling where, again, like I had this with my dog Max a couple years ago too, not long after. Like
Mm-hmm.
like it already feels like as if I kind of like never really knew her, you know? Like, it feels like,
Mm.
there's a void where, like, I should be feeling this emotion, but I don't. Like, and since, like I wasn't that close to her, I kind of feel like some of my, like, I feel like I don't have a valid right to be that sad about it. I know that's ridiculous and not true, but it's just like, I really never knew her that personally, and like I always like, or not, like super personally, that is, like I've always, even before she passed, I thought about, like, I always want to, like, I want to have like super deep conversations with her, like about like life, and about, and
Mm.
like lessons she learned and all that. And like I never had to have that, and like it kind of made me realize, like, I was never that close, so I just feel weird about the whole thing, just like my entire,
Mm.
again, like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I just feel like I should be sad, but also like I don't have like a right to be that sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's
I don't know how to word, I don't know how to word what I'm like,
no.
what I'm feeling exactly.
I no, I understand. It's well, I mean, obviously we did talk about it with Max, but I don't, I don't know. I've never felt anything. Well, actually, no, I have felt something like that, but I mean, it's because I really didn't. It's with my grandpa Tommy, because he passed away when I was in like the first grade or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a very early in my life. I mean, I was close to them as a kid, but not close to them at all, because he was like a. I didn't know so much about him until my mom told me. Like, apparently he was like early life. He's abusive with my grandma, but then like he got better. He was a coke addict, an alcohol addict, and he
Yeah.
stopped for like when my
Like a
mom
coke
had.
addict, you said?
Yeah, dude, my
Shit.
grandpa was a coke fiend. So was my grandma, apparently, I think.
Jesus.
Yeah, so Jesus Christ. My grandma's also a bar brawler. That's not a fucking joke. She'd apparently jump up on tables, kick people, beat the shit out. Like, she'd fuck people up. Jesus Christ. And then same thing with well, kind of the same thing with my mom, but and just makes you think, like, these people who are raising us, like, nurturing us, loving us, like grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles, all that family that have lives, and some things you might never ever know about them. Like
Mm-hmm.
big things too. Like, you know, I can't honestly tell you if my grandpa or grandma ever went to college. I can't tell you if I can't tell you if my grandma ever did anything for work. I can tell you
Yeah.
what my grandpa did. I know what he did because my dad told me. Like, my grandpa worked for Buick. I know that, and he was like a
Yeah.
technician, which that's cool. But my grandma, I don't know.
I don't know what she, yeah, I
I
don't know what mine
I,
did either.
I don't know what my like. I don't know what my grandma on my mom's side really did. I know like a couple things she's done, but I don't know. I know everything. Um, like my dad, I still don't really know where my dad went to college. I know he went to U of M. I don't know if he went to Flint or Ann Arbor. I don't know about that, but there's just I don't know. There's just so much crazy shit that you don't know. And like
Yeah.
you, the weird shit you can talk about too is like you don't know if like your parents waited till marriage or not to
Yeah.
blink, you know,
I don't, yeah. I mean,
or if your parents were there first. Like I kind of know with my dad, and my mom, obviously they weren't because maybe my mom was. My dad was my mom. I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but I know my dad wasn't my mom, or my mom wasn't my dad's first. He obviously had a wife before.
mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh, shout out
I
to
didn't
my
know
dad
that.
getting divorced twice, motherfucker. Oh yeah, but my dad had a wife. Fuck! Oh my
Fucking
god, dude!
player, man.
Dude, I forget about that so much because I don't really know what my dad's life was like before me, dude,
Yeah.
or my mom's really. I mean, you hear small snippets and small stories, but you don't know because I mean,
Yeah. You don't know
I've
shit.
heard these stories of my mom being fucking like wild. Like, she's awesome. No matter what, she'd
Mm-hmm.
be awesome. But like, her then and her now, two very different people.
Yeah.
Because I mean, she went from kind of party crazy woman. I mean, she did have her phases when I was like a kid where she was still a little party crazy. But I
Of
mean,
course,
she was
yeah,
a party
natural.
crazy like chick kind of, or like a fun loving chick. I shouldn't say party crazy, but just like all that. So like a nurturing and caring mother, and just a badass mom in general. And she's awesome. And then my dad, like, I I don't. There's so much stuff I like question because like him,
Yeah.
he like I know. Okay, so he played football too. He played a different position. Like I'm the third generation football player in our family, as far as I know, because I know my
Mm-hmm.
grandpa played linebacker, my dad played receiver, and I played offensive line. All different positions, which is great. But so yeah, my dad said where he lived, Linden, Michigan, which doesn't really dox me, where he played at, a smaller school, but he was like the fastest guy. He was by far the fastest guy in the team. Make sure I believe him because I'm like, my dad's never been one to really bullshit about that.
Uh-huh.
And he played with like a guy, I think for a year or two. His name was Steve Smith, who eventually moved to Grand Blanc, Michigan.
Hmm.
And then Steve Smith went on to go play for Michigan, U of M. So very prestigious university, very prestigious like position. He was a really good quarterback too. Um, my dad played with this dude, but like my dad was like the fastest guy on the team, and like he played hockey and basketball and stuff. I'm like, why didn't he go to college for that stuff? Or did my dad go to college for that stuff? And I just don't know. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think he would have because like he would have probably told me. But I'm like, that's just shit I don't get. I'm like, fuck.
Well, I mean, now's like
Well,
the time to ask him,
yeah,
I
it is. Because
guess.
I mean, my dad's 56, dude. I like, you know, that's fuck, dude. My dad is 50. My dad's almost 60.
Mine's 52.
Yeah,
Huh.
dude. My mom's 45.
My yeah, that's a gap. Mine's like 48.
Yeah, your parents don't have that much of a gap.
No.
That's good. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with having like a gap with my parents. I mean, my stepmom and my mom, it's like 28, not 29, and 45. Fuck. Or what, 16? I
Mm.
think there's like a 16-year gap between my mom and my stepmom. And my dad and his girlfriend have a 28-year gap, which is crazy.
Hey.
Fucking
Gee, wait,
nuts.
28? You said?
Yeah, yeah, dude. I'm like, it's nuts, but I'm like, hey, dude, I'm like, no
Jesus.
fault. As long as my dad can still lay the pipe pretty good.
I mean, wait, how old is she?
she's she's 29, I think, actually.
Jesus. Well, she sees something in him, I guess. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
If she's there, she's there.
yeah. But like, what's some stuff you want to know about your parents and like grandparents and all that, Michael?
Um, well, obviously, I still have, uh, my grandfather. I have a grandmother on my mom's side too. Or sorry, my father's side. I've never been close to her. I don't know if I ever will, because I'm not close to anyone on my dad's side. So, I don't know if I'll ever get closer, just because she lives like so far away.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I guess I mean, I I'm sorry. I'm just kind of thinking.
Yeah, no,
I don't
you're
want to
good.
make sure I. I mean, the feelings that I mentioned like a bit ago about my grandma. I think that's something I should probably talk with like a professional, just so I can like just like know for sure like what it is and recognize it. But I do
Yeah.
want to make an effort like now that I'm like aware of this, because this is like the first like family member, no, well, first family member that I've like known, like I've like actually like known.
Mm.
Because there's been like a couple like really distant family deaths that I didn't know in the past, but this is the first like death ever that I've been actually like really affected by, and now that I'm aware of it, I am gonna try and make a conscious effort to like to really like know, you know, my
Mm.
the family members I don't know stuff about, and I definitely feel like I'm definitely. I feel awkward about having conversations like that, but I'm gonna have to put that aside because like, I know I'm gonna get better with it as I get older, like with like my parents too, because like I mean I want to know about like 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 crazy like drugs like they did like in college or whatever. Like I want to know like if they ever like went on like a fucking like 2 day coke binge or something like that. You know, I want I want to hear all their just like random stories. Just like random like wild shit they've done. I mean I've heard a few and they would tell. I just haven't really asked. I think is all. I've heard stories. It's not like I know nothing about my parents or anything, but I feel like obviously there's like a lot more. And there's probably things they won't ever tell me, which is understandable. There are stories I won't ever tell them, or maybe not. I don't know. I plan on writing not like an autobiography, but I guess maybe like just like a memoir. I guess just about like a bunch of shit. Just because like I want people because like I know I would want my parents like to do something like that, and I would want family members to like do something like that. For them to like read about like a bunch of stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean. Like I'm just gonna write I'm gonna get like a journal eventually and just write just like a bunch of like stories and just like shit about myself that I've never told them. And then like one day they can read it. One day, either when I'm old or when I'm like that. I guess.
Well, like podcast too is actually a great thing. Like you don't have to do any writing. You can just
yeah.
come in here and. This is a great way for people to understand like who you are.
It's like a time capsule, man. And bro, I've been doing this almost 4 years now. I still don't think they know about any of it. They've never brought it up to me. I've never brought it up to them. I still think they have fucking no idea. And if they do, they haven't told me.
That you do YouTube and stuff like that?
Yes. I don't think they have any clue. Like legitimately. But they I'm sorry. I'm kind of having like a moment because is that possible that like 4 years and they still have no idea? Is that possible?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
it's super under the radar. I've never brought it up.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, no, it's possible. Because I mean, you don't really talk about it. I mean, it's a big part of your life, but I mean, you don't mention that you talk to it or about it to your family at all.
Yeah, I literally don't think they know at all. It's fucking kind of crazy. Man.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want them to tell me if they did know, because then I'd feel a little less weird about it. Yeah, but I don't know. I sorry, kind of circling back. I mean, it's late. I'm a bit all over the place mentally right now. Just mine.
Okay.
Hey, this is a podcast. Not everything can go off the rails at any point. This is fucking uncensored and raw Mikoncast. We ain't holding back. Yeah, bro. Do you remember the Idiots podcast? Oh my god, that fucking goes back, doesn't it? That takes you back, Zach. That takes me back, bro.
That was straight. That was early.
Sophomore year, man.
Yeah.
Sophomore fucking year. 2017. I started in March. Next year, bro. 4 years. I started this shit.
Jesus
Christ. What? And I'm still under 100 subscribers. No, I don't really care. I mean, again, this is really just for fun and for me to look back on. Again, I don't promote it anyways, and I'm aware of that. So that's also a reason why. Like if I just like tweeted about this a few times on my Twitter, I'd probably get like a few at least. I could boost it. I just choose not to. I should probably do that. I should probably start promoting it more, even though I feel cringy about it. I should just start like pushing through. That's something I kind of gotta get over though.
Yeah, man. I mean, why? Like, sorry.
Oh, no,
I just saw something on my Xbox. So I'm watching I just have like a Godzilla video playing in the background. It's a like YouTube channel that discusses like kaiju stuff a lot, and like they keep pulling up the same like fan drawing of Godzilla where it's a Godzilla like as a girl in an obviously kind of hentai fashion. It's really uncomfortable for me. Same Godzilla with like kind of tits and kind of a butt, and like no, that's not. But Shit, what were we talking about, bro?
I don't know. I don't know. We can move on. We're talking about me. What's going on with you? Like, what deep study are you going through right now? What are you thinking about?
Let's get to what we're doing. We're through some stuff. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have much more to say. All it is, I just got to learn to promote this and be less
Yeah, that's what we were talking
subconscious
about.
about
Like,
it.
fuck, I'm like, it was, yeah, man, you got it. Like, honestly, because I have so much faith that, like, if you promoted it, you'd get so many views, man. Like, the only recommendation that I have would be like a consistent, like, upload schedule kind of thing, like, for promoting, and then, a bit more of an itinerary. Not for every episode, obviously, just like some episodes, like the bit. Okay, let's see. Like the biggest thing you could do would be like once or twice a week. I mean, not once or twice a week. Once a week or bi-weekly, you could upload like a podcast as an itinerary, and then like maybe every so often or a bit more frequently, you can upload like just raw and filtered like this stuff.
Yeah.
Just like where we just talk about random shit, or you just talk about random shit.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's kind of funny that they bring that up because in the most recent in episode 15, my last one, I actually touched on both of the things you just talked about. I was literally talking about like I need to start like like uploading more and actually like I'm like putting like a Google Doc down with things I'm gonna talk about. Like I like you can go back and see like I like no cap I
Yeah.
straight up. No, that's funny. Motherfucker, I dropped my phone. But yeah. Thing is with the schedule, I as of right now, I like having like a loose schedule and just kind of upload on like random days.
Yeah.
What I'm moving towards doing right now is just doing it more often. A schedule that's gonna be down the line. I'm not gonna have a schedule for like a while, probably until like I get like an actual like following of people. Like even if it's just like a really small one, I'm gonna wait until that just because like I mean, I don't want to like start going like immediately, you know, with like okay, I'm gonna do this then this time talk about this. It's like I like just kind of
Yeah.
just going in like whenever, just kind of just being very loose and fun with it, and I'll
Yeah.
gradually get into a more set schedule once
Mhm.
as I grow, and
Yeah.
that's kind of the way I see
And
it.
yeah, like with an itinerary, like it doesn't have to be like
It's
800
hard,
points. Like
man.
it can literally just be 3 points,
I
but
know,
it's
but
like
like
the big thing you want to touch on.
I find it hard to find things to talk about.
Yeah,
Like,
no, if you ever wanted help with it, I would be absolutely down to just write you up like literally just a couple bullet points of stuff and like talk about it beforehand with you. And just be like, there you go.
yeah,
Like, just
yeah,
because like and like we could collab on it and like we could do like because I mean there's all sorts of world events going on, just all sorts of things going on like both personally and like historically, just everything going on in the world today. So I mean like you know it's not as hard as you think it is at first, but I do understand where you can get like a bit of a mental block with that stuff. You know,
yeah.
but you know, like once you get the hang of it, I feel like you'd be like really good at it. Just because then, just like we're doing now, and like what you can do in your podcast, like your solo ones, um, you can just talk about something, then move on to a different subject and stuff like that. And then once you're all done with like that thought process and that like whole idea of like
Mm.
from that one bullet point, you move on to the next bullet point. You're like, anyway, moving on, you do that. Oh, I got a handsome kitty with me, by the way. He just decided to lay down and he's being a handsome little cat.
Yeah,
Handsome
I
kitty.
also need to take more notes about like my couple favorite podcasts because like one of them does 2 episodes a week and the other does 3 episodes a week, and it's like Jesus, like and they're always talking about a lot of things and you know they're always keeping it very fresh and
Mm.
entertaining. I'm like, I don't know how they're always finding these things. And, like obviously,
Well, I
I
mean,
can't just like copy their topics because you know, obviously.
there's all sorts of like news stuff. I mean, because I mean, that's a big thing. Like, is that news outlets are constantly reporting on so much shit. So I mean, there's plenty of stuff that you can do research on. Like,
That's true, but I want it to be more also in correlate with kind of like the main things that the podcast is like about. Again, it is open for
Yeah,
anything, like literally any topic. But I'm just like I want to
but you
be.
don't want to get into like heavy politics. Like you wouldn't want to be like a political streamer kind
Yeah,
of
like
thing.
like
Like
I don't want to get into
yeah,
like what's going on in like Iran every single day. You know,
yeah.
like it's I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
crazy. Like it's historical kind of thing.
Yeah, it's it's you know like one of my favorite podcasts and my favorite comedian Joe Diaz says it's all about just finding your voice. That's that because he started like a
Yeah,
brand new podcast recently. I mean, he had a very successful one that had like 700 episodes, but like he moved back to his home state recently, and he started like a brand new podcast because his old one had a co-host, and now he's back home, doesn't have him. He started a new one, and like he's in his episodes, like even now he's been aware he's only like 30 something, and he's like he's like I'm aware this podcast is it's kind of like bad right now, but I'm just consistently doing it. I'm just gonna keep going until like uh like I find my voice and find exactly it's all just about keep
yeah,
recording and just finding your flow and just perfecting it. And same thing with
yeah.
Ethan on the HG podcast. Like he said, like, he didn't really like it or wasn't that. He thought it was like really bad until like like the 100th episode. Like like all these
Mm-hmm.
podcasts, like even like some of like the best in my opinion, like they all say the same thing. They're all like, yeah, like it takes a lot of just kind of getting in the groove and just continuing to work on it, which I'm aware of, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
okay with, and I expected that.
Yeah.
And I do feel myself getting slightly better already. Like this episode's been really good so far. The last one was really good. I had a couple of
Mm-hmm.
hiccups at certain parts, but I felt it flowed really good.
Yeah.
Um, I kind of just need to like forget that I'm in a podcast necessarily. I just need to keep it in like
Oh,
the very back of my mind, just so like I know that I'm
that's
talking
fair.
about things that people would, at least some people would potentially be interested in. Make sure that we're, you know, not just talking a bunch of incoherent, bullshit.
Like, so kind of what I do. Okay, like this is what I do whenever I'm doing a podcast. Is like at first, I'm like when you do introductions, obviously I'm like, oh yeah, it's a podcast, it's a podcast. But gradually, I was like, it's just like talking, it's talking to my homie, like my bro. Like that's just it. Like, that's all it is.
No, that's
Occasionally,
true.
like when I do mention it being a podcast or like just randomly, I will think about it being a podcast. Then for a second, I'm just going to be a little weird about it. But I'm like, truthfully, it's just like talking to my bro.
Yeah, I'm completely with you. I mean, like the thing is that, um, like yeah, I mean, I feel like these ones are like low key like the best, at least so far,
Mm,
because I mean, it's just like way better chemistry, like when you're with your friend, like like let alone like like us, and we're like super close,
yeah,
obviously, so that makes it like a lot better.
yeah.
And I mean, all we need to do is just like keep it like the back of our mind that it's a podcast, just so
Mm,
we can
yeah. There's
again.
nothing wrong with thinking about it being a podcast. There's just like the uh, thought process you get when you overthink about it being a podcast. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, I'm on a podcast. You know, holy shit, I'm on a podcast. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Says or says the N word. Oh, I did it. I fucked up. Godzilla movies, bro.
It's
They
been a
are
long time
fucking
since
good.
that.
Yeah, yeah, it really fucking has. God damn.
A very
Oh,
very long time. Hey, those are old days. We don't need to get onto
those are
that.
the old days. Fuck that, dude.
But regardless, what were we saying?
Ugh. Old Godzilla. So like I said, I'm just watching this kaiju shit. Like I don't really have loud audio for it, but like I don't know what they're fucking talking about. But I'm seeing like images from like the older Godzilla movies. Like these are they're the '70s Godzilla movies. So I mean, or this could be the '80s. No, they're about '70. 1970 Godzilla movies. They uh they did some really weird shit. I mean, Godzilla's always been like goofy, kind of,
Yeah,
except for the American versions. But like,
those are yeah.
the American versions try to be more serious. But
I respect
these
it.
these are just fucking goofy.
Goofy.
Like, oh my god, like I forgot. I think there's a kaiju fighting game.
There is a Godzilla game that was released a few years
Yeah.
ago for PS3 and PS4, and it was shit, pretty much
Yeah.
apparently. It wasn't a very good game. It was very like a repetitive, like boring hack and slash game, from what I heard.
God damn. We need a fucking good like kaiju game. Just like it doesn't necessarily be Godzilla or any like these Toho guys. It just needs to be like something good. Like I don't care if you play as a monster, if you're fighting giant monsters. We just need something cool.
They should make
Like
a Godzilla vs Kong game.
that would be pretty sweet. I don't know how it would work. I don't know the mechanics, but it'd be pretty fucking sweet.
I miss when they made video games to accompany movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sad that that market died out. You know how they make like Iron Man games, with Iron Man
Yeah,
1, 2, and 3, Thor, Captain America, all
yeah.
that.
But I mean, some
Spider
of them
Man.
are they said because a lot of them were shit. They'd actually end up losing money, which sucks. But you know,
I always liked them. I thought they were really
I
fun.
like so like oh, I like this is very loosely like a movie tie-in. Lego Batman is kind of a movie tie-in, like not to the Lego Batman movie, but Lego Batman because like they tie in kind of to like the 1989 Batman movie
Mm-hmm.
a little bit because like the music they use is all like Danny Elfman, who was like the composer on that, and you know, so playing. Oh god, dude, shout out to Lego Batman by the way for just being an amazing game.
Bro,
Best Lego game in my
those
opinion.
games fucking built different.
Ew.
Fucking
Yes.
built different.
Lego Star Wars is pretty good, but you know, Lego Batman's better.
I gotta disagree with you. I have Lego Star Wars at the top for me.
Nah, Lego Batman's
Come
gotta
on,
be
bro.
Lego Star Wars, and then Lego
It's
Indiana
like
Jones. It's not
unpost.
bad. It's just not bad.
I don't know about that, Jack.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know, man. What's that? Is there anything deep you want to talk about? Or are you good just
uh,
talk about casual stuff?
dude. So obviously, I was a football player for like 10 years. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it was very. I ever since the new coach came, where I'm coaching. Like I coach high school. For anybody who watches,
Yo, let me name the high school and all
um,
the names of the people there. It's not just stocks and
yeah, Dotson.
Yeah.
I work. Yeah, I do work doing it. So I'm at this high school now. I've lived in this community my whole life, and I've always bought in to this stuff. Like our culture wasn't the best uh, every year leading up to my sophomore year, but like at the end of our like freshman season, our head coach he retired. He was decent, it's not the best like cultural, he's not the best developmental guy. Very old school, like high school mindset, not very adaptive. Just wanted to have it his way, not anybody else's to like learn. But my sophomore year, we got introduced to our new head coach, and that dude changed so much. It took a while because he needed to get people to buy into his like culture and everything. Because his culture is all about love and adaptation and developing people, making them better people and better players. And he's done that. I mean, we went from being really shitty in the state of Michigan, like really shitty, real mediocre kind of, I guess, to
Mm-hmm.
being ranked 20th. I think we might be ranked like in the top 10 right now, something like that. I don't know, but like we got ranked really high, which is really nice. But he's done everything, and like I bought in from day one because I've always been a very coach oriented guy. Always listened to my coaches. I just like just because they're there to teach us how to play the game better and obviously have more fun by making us better. It's just a
Mm-hmm.
good time. Like if you follow a coach, like you won't be led astray typically. And you can tell when there's a good coach and a bad coach. A bad coach really doesn't have any passion. They don't have any real passion, anyways. And a good coach has lots of passion.
Yeah.
And the coach we have currently has lots of it. Great love for the game, great love for the players.
Good.
And yeah, but he has made so many changes. But bringing me onto the staff, I liked a lot. I mean, I was a junior varsity coach, and I got hired a week before the first game. I got brought onto the staff a week before the first game, JV, which is not a great situation because I didn't know any of my guys, and it sucked. But throughout the season, I got to know them very well, and they were my boys. I love each one of those guys, but it's crazy. But now a freshman coach, because his mindset is that he wants me to move up with my players as they go from being freshmen to JV players. He wants them to have the same coach so that people don't, or so the kids don't have to get used to a new coach and like don't bond with the coach. It's really nice, but
Yeah.
it's back to what I was getting at my main point. So I was a player for 10 years, and last year, right out of high school, my first year coaching, and I got thrown into coaching very abruptly. It was a week before the game because I reached out to my coach. I'm like, hey, could you guys use any help? And he's like, oh, yeah, next week, you want to stop by this day, you can come and we'd be glad like have your help, like just for a day or anything. I'm like, okay, cool. Then they offered me the job on the spot. They're like, hey, we want you to coach the GB. I'm like, cool. And then there's also like talks making me a middle school head coach, but I'm not ready for that. And I told them I'm definitely not ready for that. I
Yeah.
want to master coaching before I become a head coach.
Yeah.
But anywho, I just like I have somewhat of a problem going from my player mentality to my coach mindset. I texted my coach, who I've known all 4 years of high school. He's my offensive line coach, so like he's my position group coach. Very cool with this guy. He's taught me everything I really know. Really phenomenal dude. Love that guy. But I just text him how I'm like I need to lose this player mindset because he got on me today about it pretty hard. I'm
What do you
really hard
say?
about it. So my head coach today, we were doing drills for like at 8:30. We went into our indoor facility and we were doing drills with offensive line, defensive line, uh, tight ends, receivers, running backs, and linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much most people, I guess. No, I don't think it was truly receivers. I think it was just tight ends. But this one kid didn't have a partner, so the head coach told me to just go up against him like I was doing all sorts of hand drills because I can move. Like obviously I've played. I'm an athletic dude. Even still, I just have natural athletic ability and I can move pretty well. So I was going up against him and helping him get his form down for everything. Um, and one goal of this drill was I was playing offense and he was playing defense. So I was literally just punching him in the chest, like with my open palms, just like trying to land hits on him, either double handed, single handed, it didn't matter. But the goal was for him to swat my hands away before I could touch his chest.
Yeah.
And, for the most part, I was very successful hitting him because he didn't have very powerful swats on me. And I'm just like, if I'm going straight, I'm going straight. I'm not going to be deterred. But if he could grab my wrist, then like the coach just said like I have to do 50 push-ups or like same for everybody else in the drill. If like the offensive player got his wrist grabbed and held by the defensive player, then the offensive player would have 50 push-ups.
Mm.
So I got in the player mindset. I was going pretty hard, doing my thing, and Then he grabs my wrist once. I smack his hand. I keep going. Then he grabs it again, and I try to break it, but I'm like, fuck. Like, he already has me. So then I was like, damn it. And so our head coach comes with me. He says, hey, that's 50 push-ups, Hawk. I'm like, oh, fuck. And so, I step out of line because I'm pretty sure he was being serious at that point. So, and
Wait,
then I'm
why
doing
again
like,
is it 50 push-ups? Sorry.
it's just a punishment for like letting him be able to grab your wrist.
Okay.
If he grabs your wrist, it's over, kind of thing. Um, but I mean, in a game you can't do that, but that's beside the point. And so I start doing like push-ups. I do like 10, then doing that hand fight drives me exhausted, so I'm panting, and then 10 push-ups. I'm like, damn, I'm like, fuck, I'm kind of down for the count. And then I do 5, like, fuck, I do 5, and I think I do 5 more. And I'm like, damn. And then my offensive line coach points at me, like, motions for me to come here, that he's like, you're not a fucking player anymore. He's fucking joking with you. He's like, it's ridiculous. And he's kind of walks. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude. I'm like, nothing the head coach says like that is going to be a fucking joke. I'm like, I didn't take
Whoa,
it as a
wait.
joke.
What did he say? Say it again.
So he was like, he was being a dick. He's like, you're not a player anymore, man. He's like, he meant it as a joke. He's like, you didn't have to do that. And he walked away. And I thought he was pissed. He's just he's an angry sounding guy, but he's actually a very passionate dude. So I took it as he was pissed at me. Like, I was like, damn, I'm like, I fucked up. It felt like shit the rest of that practice session today. And I
Yeah.
texted him. And so, like, hey, I'll get better. But he's like, oh, no, you're good, man. He's like, I understand, like, all that stuff. Like, yeah, well, thank you. It's very nice.
Well.
But it's still, I do understand where he's coming from. He's had a lot. So he's very short with his words. So he's a very straight to the point kind of guy. So me, I'm a very long and expressive, obviously by the story I'm telling, because it's taking way too long for me to explain a simple story.
No, keep going. I like
Yeah,
stories.
he is straight to the point and blunt. So I take that because it's a bit different than me. I took that as like him being aggressive with me and like being a dick, but he wasn't. It's just his way of things. But he's right. I do need to realize I'm not a player anymore, and that I'm a coach now, which is fucking weird.
Yeah.
So can't get used to that. And
Well, real quick, I mean, obviously,
yeah.
like, I wouldn't know since I don't have first-hand experience, but wouldn't I'm not gonna say be more valuable, but wouldn't like a player's advice be as valuable as a coach's at least?
Okay.
Because coming from
So
someone, especially who is very
yeah,
recently played.
yes, I think it's very good for me to be in there, and like I can relate to these guys because I understand what the school system's like nowadays
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
exactly.
Unlike all these other guys who was like that, and I understand what modern day stuff is. There's still a little bit of disconnect, but it's whatever. I want to get into that in a second if you don't mind. But I there's a saying that in order to be a leader, or in order to be a great leader, you must be a follower first. Meaning,
Mm-hmm.
like, you have to put yourself into the people you're leading's shoes first before you can actually lead them.
Yeah.
So it's
That
like
makes
most
a lot of
football
sense.
coaches played football. If not, they somehow got involved in the game, were like managers before they even got the ability to coach, and they learned everything they could. But it helps you tremendously when leading. It's just like modern day politicians. I mean, they're not to get political or anything, but like a lot of these people don't understand the struggles of
We
like
get political
the
here.
lower class. They just don't understand the struggle of, like, the lower class people because they've never been in their shoes. Most of them have been in those like higher end communities, higher end like wage positions and stuff. And just, like,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't understand because they've never really lived in those shoes. They've never followed like these people. so they can't. They shouldn't. They don't really know how to lead these people. But
Yeah.
yeah. But I've been a follower for so long, kind of thing, that it's hard to break the follower mindset and become a leader. But I mean, I've always
Well,
been a leader. It's just like in my own little way, not in like the full command kind of way, just in the like take charge and make sure like my guys are doing what they need to do.
yeah, but honestly, I think that your input is like again either
Yeah,
as or maybe a little more valid. Personally,
yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong about that, but I mean, you played like all like like middle school, high school, like
Elementary school stuff too, and
yeah,
yeah.
you just know your shit, man. Again, well, he didn't sound like I'm like that serious so about it. Also, from what you said
Well, yeah,
too.
no, no. I texted him. We're all good. Everything's good.
Okay,
But
that's good.
it's just like I just really want to like. It's a hard mentality to break. Being a
Mm-hmm.
follower or
Well,
being a
how
player.
different is like the mindset from like a player to like a coach? Like how like
So a player, your job is you're gonna get on that field. You're gonna bust your ass, and you're gonna listen to your coach. Your coach taught you these techniques, and you're going to perform them the way your coach taught you. You run all these drills. Your coach shows you how to run, like walks through a big. Your coach corrects you, and
mm-hmm.
then like once it comes to game time, you know what you have to do. Your coach showed you how to prepare, and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
When you come to being a coach, you have to set everything up. Like there is nothing lined out for you. There's nothing set up for you. You have to make it. As a player, you have nothing to make. You just have to sit there and listen. As a coach, you have to create. You have to create ways to teach these kids. You have to create ways to make these kids remember how to do stuff. Make ways for these kids to just make sure they how do I put make sure that they retain this knowledge for a good long while. Because you like if you're teaching a freshman, you want them like if you're teaching a freshman basic techniques, you want them to remember those techniques for the rest of their football career.
Yeah.
But as a coach, it's a lot more work. Not physically, it's a lot more mental work, which honestly is going to be a lot harder. You do transition from being the more physical oriented being to being a very cognitive and mentally oriented being.
Yeah.
And it is tough. It's a great experience either way. Wouldn't trade either of them for the world, but whew, it is very different.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine.
Because I mean, being a coach, you do have some stuff like you'll be like, oh yeah, my coach used to show me this drill. Fuck yeah, let's do it. Or some coaches will come with you like, hey, let's have you run this drill. Like with them, like, oh yeah, I remember that you can run it. Or they'll show you how to run it. And you're like, sweet. Or another coach will grab his position group or her position group because we do have a female coach on our coaching staff now, which is a huge milestone for us.
Yo, let's go.
We'll get into that in a second. Another thing about culture, um, but they'll want to like run a drill with the other position group, and you're like, fucking sweet, I can learn now. Now I can ask them to run this drill with me. It's just a lot of learning because there's never. I don't believe in the mindset or in like the mindset of you're going to be the perfect coach. You're always going to keep evolving as a coach because you're going to get different players. You're going to coach with different coaches. There's going to be different things happening in the world. There's going to be all sorts of different stuff happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I truthfully believe you're never going to be the greatest coach of all time. Nobody is. Anybody says,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is the greatest coach of all time," I'm like, no, shut the fuck up.
It
I'm
can
like,
be
they got
subjective.
all these things. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, And I'm like, sure. But at the same time, like, it's just a mindset of like evolving. And if you don't evolve as a coach, I said there can't be greatest coach of all time, but there can definitely be the worst coach of all time.
Yeah.
Because you just lose your passion. You don't keep evolving for your players. You just no passion, nothing. It's
Yeah. So, sorry if I'm not responding
oh.
much. I'm thinking.
You know, you're good, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
doing the same thing, man.
you have you have me thinking deep. Obviously, I'm not gonna know a lot about this because I'm not, you know,
Yeah, no, it's
I'm not a
okay.
football coach, but yeah, no, it's interesting as hell though.
One more thing I want to touch on is, still kind of player mentality. The coaches that coach me, I, I can't call them like their names. I call them like coach, and then maybe their name or as coach, just because like that's what I've known them as for like the past like 4 years,
Yeah,
man. Past like
that's
four or
natural.
five, longer, maybe a little bit shorter years, and like
They don't feel weird about it, do they? Like they're cool with just coach.
yeah, I mean, some coaches just be like, "Oh yeah, coach, you get it." No, I'm like, okay, sweet. Coaches will refer to me as just Zach or like my last name,
Yeah,
but there's just I can never call my offensive line coach. I maybe one day, but I can't call him by his first name. Like that man meant too much and taught too much to me, or means too much and taught too much to me. For
yeah.
me to just be like, "Oh hey, this." It's like calling your mom or dad by their first name when they raised you.
Yeah,
Like
it just
to
isn't
me,
right.
yeah, like to me, my parents earned their titles as like mom and dad. So like you get the title mom and dad.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I feel the same way, man. It's parents are pretty dope, you know.
Yeah, yes sir.
I mean, not always, but it's kind of natural. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
it's 1 a.m. I'm tired, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm
yes
pulling
sir.
through.
What else do you want to talk about, man? Anything in your mind, bro?
I don't know. What's going on? I'm just kind
That's
of
all.
chilling right now.
Yes
I'm just
sir.
kind of chilling in life, figuring out where to go and what to do. That's kind
Yes
of
sir.
it.
Well,
Godzilla versus Kong. Can't wait for that to come out next month
yes sir.
on HBO. I
Oh,
think I'm gonna see it in theaters though.
I I don't give enough shit either way. As long as I can watch it, dude.
Bro, I gotta.
Woo.
I
HBO Max better
remember,
be ready, though.
I remember back in 2016 when it was like announced right every year. It was somewhere in there. I remember because initially, even back then, they were saying like, oh yeah, the movie was gonna come out in 2020, and I'm like, oh, that's the year I'm gonna graduate. So I'm gonna see the year I graduate, and it's gonna be cool. It is a year later, cause 20 got delayed a bit, but generally still the same kind of time frame. So hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, yes, sir.
It's cool,
Oh,
man. Think about
fuck
that.
college.
It already feels like a lifetime ago. Yeah, it already feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? High school.
Yeah,
All that shit just boom came to one sudden halt and ended. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
dude.
I'm never gonna get over that.
I don't mind the way fucking school ended. I know
Me
there's a lot
neither.
of like people,
I'm fucking
dude. I'm
here
like,
for it.
fuck that. I'm like, dude, fuck high school. I'm like,
Yeah,
that shit was stupid.
yeah, man. You know it's
And like
funny.
oh, sorry,
No. Keep going.
by my fucking junior year, but by the end of my sophomore year, I had already taken all the classes I truly needed to in high
Yeah.
school. And then I should have
Yes.
gone to college. They should still allow you to go to fucking college.
Yes. I agree. My senior, even what I did of it, it was just classes I literally had to do. I mean, there were
Mm,
I had like one required class I think, or like two, maybe two. I don't know, but I either had like 4 or 5 electives out of the 6, so it was mostly just filler.
dude.
That's all senior year is for everyone. You
I
know,
think I had
I don't miss
three
it
or
at all.
four electives.
Jeez.
Wait, let's see. Because I had AP Physics, AP Stats. What else did I have? What did I have? Fuck. I remember I took Pure Mediation. That's an elective. I took my weightlifting class,
Yeah.
which was kind of a blow off because it was just like literally me just working out. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Together, I'll do this. See, I know I took oceanography. I took world affairs with oceanography. So that's 3. What did I take? Did I take something else? Oh yeah, then I was taking ARC, which is
Ooh.
like English with,
Oh
and then I
yeah.
was taking
Oh, I'm
sci-fi.
so glad
Which,
I got out of ARC. Ooh.
dude, ARC was fucking easy, dude. I'm like, fuck yeah, because like
I don't like
at
writing
least I had,
essays.
okay, I loved my teacher, Miss. I'm not gonna doctor. I fucking
Did
loved
you?
her so much.
Was it K? Miss K word?
No, I had
Oh.
P. Miss
Oh.
P.
I don't know who that. You will have to
She
tell
was
me
the
after.
best. She mainly taught freshmen, but she had one senior class, or she has one senior class like every year. It's always like ARC, and it's
Yeah.
it's dope because she's like, yo, I'm like, yeah. But she's like, I had some of you as freshmen, then like me and her hit it off because I mean, I write pretty good essays. I'm a good, like, decent person, and I'm a really good speaker.
Yes,
So
sir.
oh god! Shout out to high school at the time in my entrepreneurship contest when I got gypped the reward because apparently people were allowed to steal ideas from already existing things,
Huh.
and if you apparently didn't use the microphone that we were told we had to speak into, then you got bonus points for being brave and projecting to an audience. Which I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
Wow. Yeah. That. Yeah. Fuck that,
I was
man.
really pissed. I had a really great. I had like the only unique idea. Literally, one bitch won, and her idea was like a stupid fucking vending machine. I shit you not. It was like a vending machine. I'm like, bruh, no. I don't. I think it was like a personal little vending machine thing for like, oh, it like customized snacks and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, no, fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Also, you know what's funny about how school ended. um, so obviously my grandma knew like how much like I hated school like always,
Mhm.
and I remember like when it was officially like declared that like we were out and then we get to like graduate for free. Like, my grandma told me she would be like like this would only happen to you, and I'm like yeah, because I hated the school the most out of any of of like between me and my sisters. Not that they like loved it, but like I was
I mean,
notorious for hating school the most, and she was like only you. I'm like yes sir,
isn't your
only
sister like,
me, only I got
isn't
that
your sister
lucky.
like a statistics major or something?
Yeah, she's majoring in that right now. I mean, she is good though. I think
Yeah,
I academically also did the worst between all of us, but I don't give a I don't care.
yeah,
I mean, good for them, but I really don't believe in the public school system as really being a measure of your intelligence. That's not some excuse for my grades. Like I passed. I've never gotten held
yeah.
back or anything. It's just
Shout out to Ricky, by the way.
yeah, shout out to Ricky. Ricky Power stuff like
Yeah,
flowers,
gotcha.
destroy him like Goku superpowers. Also, listen to Dramixton or listen to Together by our friend Dramixton, link in bio, as
Yes, sir.
always. Go cop that. But yeah, again, of course, people who do good grades that of course does mean like like they're smart and educated on that. I'm not saying like that means that they aren't, but like I believe like you don't have
Mm,
to be. And again, that's not the case everyone. There are people who can be pretty poorly educated, and like if it's subjective to each person. That's all I have to say.
yeah,
And for me,
that's fair.
I believe I'm a smart. I'm not. I don't believe I'm intelligent, but I'm not gonna put myself down. I think I'm a smart person. I'm not like the smartest, but like I think I'm educated on things.
Yeah. Like,
My grades aren't
be real.
terrible, just average. I'll be honest.
I'm be real king. I'm taking shit.
You are?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know. I probably wouldn't have known had you said something.
Damn. I was really thinking back in my head, like he knows. Like
Yeah, I really don't. Well, as
But,
long as nothing gets picked up into your mic, then we're not gonna have a problem. It'll just be funny. It'll be a funny haha for when this is all done.
Damn. This team. It's showing this team's record, and it's showing all losses except for one against one team, where they won 68-65, and that was their first loss out of 17, or their first win out of 17 games. So they lost 16 straight games. Only they'll win one by like 3 points.
Jeez. I know. We did at the same time. Zach, we're soul linked. We talked about this, that we're straight up soul linked. I don't know. I think that's funny.
No homo though.
Yeah, I was going through some voicemails the other day, and I was just looking at the ones you left me from like 2016 and like 2017. Oh,
Yes,
so many good ones.
I don't even remember what they were.
Yo, let me play this Seth voicemail from 2016, July 28, 2016 at 3:58 p.m. just for everyone to hear. Why is it not playing?
Okay.
Wait.
Michael, invite me, okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. You didn't invite because you were mad yesterday and I wanted to know. Alright, bye.
That's Seth, dude.
Dude.
That's Seth Brooks, is you.
I wear my sunglasses at night so I can.
That's from 2016.
Yo,
you sound like the same, just like a little deeper. And it's not like an insult. Like you sound your age. Like I'm not saying like you sound like 16.
My voice developed early.
Yeah, like you just sound the same.
Your voice did too a little bit too.
No,
I don't know,
I sound like I'm 15.
Seth and Ricky's voices were very high pitched for a while.
Yeah, I mean Seth sounds like 12 in that one. I mean, of course, my voice, I guess, is gonna lose you, but I still sound like 15, at least I think, and I don't like it. That's also actually probably the biggest reason why I don't promote this is my voice. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'm gonna record and upload regardless. I mean, I can listen back.
You have a bad voice, my guy.
I guess I disagree. I don't know. I haven't heard anyone say anything, so it might just be all in my head, but. I don't sound like I'd want to, like especially like for being 19, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Who fucking knows?
Kimbo Slice. Who the fuck is Kimbo Slice?
You like an MMA fighter, or UFC?
Yeah, I see that.
Oh.
Damn, he died in 2016. Jesus.
Yeah, he's held to that like legend status, like Steve Irwin, Harambe. He's seen this image where it's like all those people at like the pearly gates. Yeah, he's one of the people in that image.
Oh damn.
Yeah, Kimbo Slice. I don't. There are a bunch of versions of him. I just hope that I don't know what versions he uses a lot now, but I know Attica. He's added into some of them. He better be. He deserves to be up there with them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Attica.
I think he's in most of them.
Yeah, I've seen him in quite a few, especially when you pass. That's crazy. Yeah, you had any crazy dreams recently? I like talking about dreams. We'll wrap it up in a few minutes. By the way, I think we've had a pretty good discussion. We don't want to drag it on too much, but
I mean, no, there's nothing wrong with making it good.
Oh no, you can get going. I'm mentioning that. I just think it's a good time. We've talked about some cool stuff, and I think it's I don't know. Unless you bring up something else to talk about, then I can get going for a bit. I'm a bit tired, but not too bad. It is 1 a.m. by the way, guys. It's 1:30 or 1:13, February 9th, 2021. That's how I've been saying it for some reason. 2021.
2021. Well, I don't really dream. Well, like I dream, but I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's one. I can't remember the exact context. But like, okay, I do have like some recurring ones that happen every so often. So I don't know if you've ever heard of the movie. It's called Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's not a very scary movie, but it's like a B.
I've never heard of it, but I've never seen.
It's a B-list horror movie. And I know I've talked about this many times because it's like what made me think I was scared of clowns, but I was actually scared of the movie because I saw it at a really young age. I always had dreams where I see like those clowns and stuff, and like they can be doing stupid shit or whatever, but I still just see them. It's yeah, sorry.
No, that's good. Do you not have like a lot of dreams, or maybe not like vivid dreams you remember?
No, not often. Not often, truthfully. I typically just sleep, man. Like, cause I don't know if I just can't get comfortable or whatever, but just I sleep and I have pretty good sleep, but it's took me enough to the point where I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. So yeah,
I would know some weird. Did I tell you about the like the weird lucid dream I had a few last week?
You did not.
So in the past, I've had like I'd have like one, maybe two like lucid dreams a year, but in the past 2 months, I've had like 3, which is like super unusual. Like for me, so I don't know what that means, but I'm kind of I'm here for it.
I think it's your body.
What?
It's just your body getting. I think it's just your body trying to compensate for all the drug use. Trying to warn you, dude, about all the drug use, man.
Whoa!
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. I was like, what the
That's
hell?
actually a joke.
Where is this coming from? Yeah,
that's just me being a dick.
I don't do drugs, guys. I mean, I've done a couple. I've done a couple, but that's not important. That's not what we're here to talk. I do not regularly do any though. So yeah, I had this lucid dream, a few weeks ago, or like last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't know. It was within the past couple of weeks. So again, the ones I've had so far, I would know. Have you ever had one like a lucid dream at all?
Yeah.
Where you knew? How long did it last? And you remember what you did?
Probably about like I'm gonna say like 5 minutes.
Really? That's a long time.
Yeah, no, that's about it.
That's way longer than even my longest one that I just had like a couple weeks ago. What'd you do with it?
I've only really had one. I don't fucking remember. I think there was a ball, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm throwing it. I understood that it was a dream. Dude, red ball. I remember the red ball. Very specific. And then I think I tried to imagine some tits.
Oh my god! Do you remember if it happened?
That.
It should have if it was a lucid dream.
I think it saw some tits. Yeah.
Poggers, man.
Dude, we need to find a way for these lucid dreams to happen all the time. I'm like, I want to see tits.
There are. I've seen some stuff on TikTok, or apparently there's like there's some kind of like herb you can put into your tea that's supposed to boost your chances of having them.
Oh, is it the like something wort?
Maybe, I don't remember its name. I don't know. I'll look into it. I might be interested because I want to try have more lucid dreams. So when the very few I've had, right? Like I would know I was in it for maybe like 10 seconds, and then like I would think too much about it, and then and then all of a sudden like everything around me what this is a notable detail that's happened in every single one so far. Everything turns like gray. Like I don't like wake up instantly. Like everything turns gray and then I wake up. So that's weird.
Mm.
So, and what's weird about the one I had one like a couple months ago, not my most recent one. I don't know, a couple months ago where I was like running through like a forest, and like as I was running through the forest, like I became aware that I was in one, and then I became like fully immersed in the dream. I progressively got more immersed, and then like like in the dream like I jumped onto like a stump as I was running, and like I felt the full impact of it, like as if I was actually there, like I literally felt it. That's what's kind of trippy.
Damn.
That's what kind of makes me
I
like really like open my mind about stuff like that, because I feel like there's obviously some weird deeper stuff about it, because like I straight up fucking felt it, man.
I've had that happen before, in multiple dreams. So have you ever had a layered dream?
What's that exactly?
So I don't know if that's the proper term. So I pretty much one day I was sleeping in my sister's bed. Like, so it was a bunk bed. So if you sat straight up, you'd hit your fucking head on metal bars.
Oof.
Painful way to wake up. So in in the game, or in not in the game, in the sorry, there's game stuff going on now. In in the dream, it was just like I was sleeping in bed. Then I woke up, and so I hit my head. I felt it, but then it was like I woke up again. Then I just hit my head, and then I like was like, oh, fell back asleep, hit my head, and then like all that stuff, and then it was just like I kept hitting my head until I actually woke up and literally hit my head.
Huh.
I felt dumb because I'm like, God damn it! I'm like, I had so much time to like prepare. But what?
Weirdly enough, I don't think from my memory, I don't think I've ever had one of those. Like you wake up in your dream. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had that, which is kind of weird. Now that I think about it, huh? I can imagine it was kind of like trippy, wasn't it? It kind of made you like, what the fuck? Like, for a minute, right?
Oh, wait, what? Sorry, I just got fucking tired, sidetracked.
Nah, never mind. It was just weird. I imagine, like really just like it was just crazy as well. I mean, that's it. It was just crazy, wasn't it? It was a weird ass feeling. You know what? Maybe I'll have one tonight.
Hitting my head like 8 times, and then the 9th time that was actually real.
The 9th, yeah.
And then the immediate feeling. This is when I was a kid too. This is the immediate feeling of me being like. So the 9th, the one I actually woke up and hit my head. It's like, first of all, it hurt me. Fuck, and I laid back down. And yes, I was a child, and I said, fuck, that's not a joke. But then there's just that immediate feeling. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like, I had like 8 dreams to prepare me for this shit. And not one of them did I like roll out of bed or just like roll or stop getting up or anything like that. I'm like, I just kept hitting my fucking head.
Yeah, but when you're in that dream state, everything's all fucked up, though.
Yes, sir. Thinking about it now, though, what if they weren't dreams? What if it's just me knocking myself out rapidly, like 8 different times?
I mean, maybe.
Dude, that would explain a lot. That would explain the brain damage.
But sorry, I got all sidetracked. I'm sorry. So the one I had recently, right? So I was. It's kind of weird to describe. This is before I fully realized I was in one. So, there's a tree in my front yard, and I was just hanging on it, right? For some reason I was hanging on just a huge tree branch, I was kind of like bear hugging like the tree branch, and if I let go I would have like fallen to the ground on my back, right? So that's how I was holding it for some reason. And then with my sisters, they're in the driveway just talking, and I look away and I look back, and then they're all of a sudden not in the driveway anymore. And in that moment, I
I'm sorry. I like.
You're good.
As soon as they're not in the driveway, I'm like, this is gonna be spooky. But
No, it's not spooky. Don't worry.
Okay, sweet. So yeah.
All right, so they're in the driveway. I look away. And I look back, and then they're gone. And then again, that not sounds creepy, but it's not. Then all of a sudden, I immediately realize, oh, I'm dreaming. Like I immediately realized for some reason, and like the sky was it was mostly blue, but there was a little part that was gray, and I looked at it, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna look away. But when I look back, I want that part to be blue. I looked away, looked back, and then it was blue. I'm like, oh, cool, so it's working. So. So then I said, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. So then I let go of the tree branch, and I was just hovering around. It's like I was essentially just kind of like hovering like in the air, like around the tree branch. Like, oh, this is cool. And then I'm like, okay. Then I decided my philosophy was just to keep it simple, because I realized, again, this is the longest one I've ever had. I don't know what exactly I did. I think I do. Like I kept my cool. I was like, all right, this is chill. And I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do something like really basic, just so I don't like. Cause I figured if I tried to do too much, I would have like woken up, you know. Like I don't want to get too crazy. So I imagined me getting on I imagined a motorcycle, and I got on one, but it was invisible for some reason. But I was like sitting on it though. Like you couldn't see it, but I was sitting on an invisible motor. So then I just started slowly cruising through my neighborhood, and like I got to like the end of my street, and then I woke up.
Aw, damn.
It wasn't that long, but again, it was the longest one I ever had. And for some reason, this one, not everything turned gray this time, which is also interesting.
No.
I don't know.
So, can you talk in your dreams?
Have I?
Weird question.
I mean, I've had normal dreams where I have like talked, but like I've never consciously made. In my very few lucid dreams I've had, I've never tried to talk. No, I mean, like, obviously, like in your normal dreams, like you do talk, but like you're not like actually talking. You don't feel yourself talking. It's just it's dreams. It's all weird, you know.
In most of my dreams, or well, like every dream, I think I've been able to talk like a couple times. But a like recurring theme for me is like trying to talk and then not being able to talk, and then me yelling, like screaming, and nothing comes out.
Oh yeah, I've heard
like
about that.
I do feel that like I'm trying to like scream and talk like in my actual throat, but I just can't, and I'm like, fuck.
I've heard of people having those. Those sound fucked up, man.
That's typically the most, like, that's most of them, because, like, they're like, huh, no, I'm like, fuck. God damn it.
Yeah, shit. Dreams, man. I mean, of course, like, dreams, like, themselves are always super bizarre. I scientists even, like officially, just, what even, I scientists, like, fully, like, got into, like, what dreams, like, even are. Like, do we even, like, understand them completely? Yeah, I mean, it's
psychologists, because I mean, I know there's like dream theory, which is the idea. Also, theory in science is like a general, or like a idea that has essentially like has so much backing behind it that it's pretty much fact.
Yeah.
So the like dream theory or whatever it's called. Is the idea that like your dreams actually have an underlying meaning to your life or your like stuff you're going through and all that.
Probably really true.
Yeah.
But I have weird dreams where I'm just like where it's just a bunch of weird random shit. I don't know if that, I mean, if it can be like very underlying and subtle, I guess then too. You might not always get it. There are some like sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright. My headphones fell on the ground. Sorry, what'd you say?
Dude, I can't even fucking remember.
Yeah, it's late. We'll wrap it up after this dream talk is over. I think
Yeah, yes,
I
sir.
gotta get to bed, man. Honestly,
So
I
do
feel like this episode, I don't know. I feel like I've been stuttering and stumbling a lot. I feel like I kind of ruined it a
Not
little.
really. No, you,
Yeah.
right, dude. No, but
It's
man,
kind of just two homies talking, anyways. We're just
yeah.
we're chilling. It's a good
That's the
podcast
name
with
of the
too, bro.
podcast. Two homies talking. We got it. Hear the
That's what we
rights.
should.
Trademark it.
Yeah, bro. If we ever do I feel like someone's thought of that. But if not, if we ever start like a podcast where it's like just me and you every episode, that's what's gonna be called.
Yo, yes, sir.
I know, but there's some like kind of like crazy, even further theories that like dreams are like are like literally like you in like another dimension or some like weird stuff. I don't know. I've only heard that a couple
Yeah,
times. I don't have any more information about that. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just saying.
shit like that has
I like
happened.
thinking about it like that. I like having that outlook because it's like, yeah, why not? The dreams themselves are so bizarre, and the fact that we're even here alive is bizarre. So I'm
Michael,
open to literally anything.
a bizarre dream I'm thinking about that I've talked to you about?
What? Does it involve a teacher?
Yes, it does, Michael.
I
Yes,
knew
it
it.
does.
I
Oh my god,
knew
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that is. Wouldn't mind. I'm not gonna lie. Would probably hit, but
Turns out Naomi watches this.
what? Yeah, didn't no. We've had that. We've talked about this. She's like, she smacked me for it. She like, I think she hit the back of my head. She was like, bad. And I'm like, she had her. She was so sweet. And I'm like, yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of the
Like,
reason
I'm like
why.
an older lady, but I'm like, she's still bad though.
Hey, she's still kind of bad though. No, but
I wonder what she looks like now.
probably the same.
Anywho,
I don't know.
so,
But like, I mean, so like, there's the whole like dream theory thing about like dreams, right? But where does it go like with like lucid dreams? Because isn't the fact that like you're aware that you're in one, isn't that kind of bizarre? And the fact that like some people can like stay in them for like several minutes and do all these like that's like super meta, man. That's like real life meta shit. Like that's like actual
I
bizarre.
don't know. Maybe it's a state of like such relaxation that you can do it, or maybe it's a state of like such I don't know, like
Have you ever heard of astral
such a
projecting?
like, strong emotion. Is that wait? Do you mean like the fucking Doctor Strange shit or what?
Well, I still need to do more research on it. I'm not super educated, but astral projecting, it's pretty much like lucid dreams, but like on steroids. Like, I can hear an echo. Yo, welcome to Mikoncast episode 16. We're getting out there, man, in the numbers. Soon to be episode 1000. All right, we good?
Yes, sir.
Now, you can doubt this all you want, but there have been so many people who have had their own stories about this, like on TikTok. People in comments have said they've had this. So this is a real thing. Just like, I swear to God, this is a real thing.
Yeah.
So pretty
You don't
much.
believe in God.
What?
No, I was just being a dick.
Oh, no, what'd you say though? I actually didn't hear you.
I said, but you don't believe in God, and then
Well, I believe in I don't believe in a
Yeah,
Christian God. I believe higher or something, but I don't know what exactly it is. Could be. Yeah, you never know. Anyways,
yeah.
so pretty. Fuck it, I'll look it up on Google so I don't fuck it up. I'm just get the Google definition.
Mm-hmm.
Astral projecting. Astral projection is a term used in esotericism to describe an intentional out of body experience that assumes the existence of a soul or consciousness called an astral body that is separate from the physical body and capable of traveling outside it throughout the universe. So you're pretty. So like it's yeah. So it's literally it's more. That's why it's like more than lucid dream. It's like an out of body experience where people can literally like travel and they people have sorts of like meeting other like souls or whatever or beings like also doing that.
Are there bad experiences with that?
There can be. I think it's all just depending on like what your intentions with it are, or like where you go and what you do. I guess. I saw this one TikTok about about astral sex. Apparently you can have sex in the astral plane or something, but it's like hard to do and it's not really necessarily orgasmic. It's more of like a it's more of like a spiritual feeling or experience from whatever. I don't know. I've only seen one TikTok about that specifically, but no,
Did
it's
you
it's
like
a real
make
thing.
people in the real world feel like things? Is that like a thing?
Say it again.
Could you make people in the real world feel like, so like say I astral project and like I go to my girlfriend's house with it and I like snuggle and like give a hug, like she like would her soul feel that embrace or something?
I'm
Like,
not
does that make sense?
sure. I'm speaking it from a not very educated point of view because I still don't know a
Okay.
lot. But from my understanding, and I could be completely wrong, but I feel like when you're doing it, like you're on like an astral plane. Like you're not
Oh,
like you're in like
another dimension kind of
I
thing.
mean if you're like traveling to places on Earth, like it's still gonna be like the same Earth. You're just gonna kind of like kind of how like ghosts are described. You know, like you're ghosts. They're in like I don't really believe in like the ghosts that are like I believe in like spirits and like souls, but like I don't believe in like like the spooky haunty ghost or whatever. Like that whole
Mm,
thing. It's kind of like that. It's like how like they're portrayed to be like in a ghost world or whatever, and it's like this is just like a astral. It's called the astral plane. It's just like a
yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I understand if you think it's like wacky or you don't believe in it, but
No, that's very
there's too many
interesting
people.
actually.
There's too many people who have talked about it and been completely legitimate. It can't be fake. It just can't be. There's no way that many people have collectively, like made up like these stories or had these fake experiences. There's just no way.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I understand clearly. I'm like
It's very connected to
I kind of
spirituality though. So
I do want to have one of those experiences if I ever
yeah,
could.
me too. I've never astral
Does
projected.
does that help people find like God or something, or like what's
Um,
going on with that?
Not necessarily.
Like,
I mean, it could be subjective. From from what I've seen people talk about, it's. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Let me go. Let me astral. Let me go back on Google. Let me go check it out on Wikipedia a little bit. Yeah, traveling outside of throughout the universe. The idea of astral travel is ancient and occurs in multiple cultures. The modern terminology of astral projection was coined and promoted by 19th century theosophists. I think that's how you say it. Is reported and associated with dreams and forms of meditation. Some individuals have reported perceptions similar to descriptions of astral projection that were induced through various hallucinogenic and hypnotic means. There's no scientific evidence that there is a consciousness who is embodied. Okay, let me. Accounts Western. According to classical, medieval, and Renaissance, and later Theosophists and I don't know how you say that, through the astral body's immediate body of light, linking the rational soul to the physical body, while the astral plane is an intermediate world of of light between heaven and earth, composed of the spheres of the planet and stars. I'm sorry, it's a lot, and again, I'm not educated. I'm
No,
not quite sure how
you're
to
good. Yeah. There's something up actually pretty good, man. I just have like questions for like people who like have like done a bit more research on this.
Yeah,
It
it's essentially from what I from know, it's just like out of body experiences,
is.
of like of being able to like travel like through like parts of space and like Earth and just fucking hell.
Dude,
It's
so
something.
this do you who was there? Do you have time if time happens in like the same in the same span, you know? So like
No,
a
I
second
think
in
it's
that direction.
warped. I think it's like really
Okay.
warped. I heard this one
Yeah.
story again. Believe this if you want. I don't know. I heard this story about this girl on TikTok. Again, it is TikTok, so maybe it's not. But again, she seemed legitimate. I don't see why she would lie about this. She had this astral projection experience where, or like again, like she was out of body and like she 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 like watched her physical body like get up and go to
Mm.
school and have and do her like daily like a normal like routine, but like she wasn't actually like there though, she just like
Yeah.
saw her like her body doing the things that like it normally would. And like like and like when she came back, when she came back into her body, apparently like everyone's like oh yeah, like you were just like here being like normal, like you went to school, and she, people at school said that like she was just like normal, and she was how she always was or whatever. So that was a story that that's kind of stood out. I think that's something that's kind of weird and
That's
interesting.
interesting. I feel like that's I don't know, like for that idea, that concept, I feel like that would be more or less like a yes, you are like out of body,
Mm-hmm.
but your soul is still like in your body. But it's just project. Obviously, it's like a projection. It's still in your body, but
Yeah,
it's also like kind of exploring. Part of it's exploring, and like that's the main essence. I mean,
mm-hmm.
you're still, yeah.
It's like again, I feel like I did like a very shitty job from what I know. Um, yeah, I mean that's kind of a very rough and uneducated idea on it, but I'm gonna do some more research about it because I didn't realize I was that poorly educated on it.
Yeah.
But it's a concept that I've seen it a few times before, and it's like I do plan because apparently like, there are steps you can take to like to make it more likely to have one yourself.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna try and work on that. I'm gonna look up some YouTube tutorials. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to do it. And
Yeah.
yo, you should do it too. Yo, Zach, le-
Yo, let's astral project
that's what I'm
together.
saying. That's what I'm
In
saying,
the
bro.
same bed.
Let's link up on the astral field, man, and go
Yes, sir.
go go get some astral hose. I'm
Yes,
playing.
sir.
It's weird shit. Yeah, so that's kind of why it's lucid dream on steroids.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, that's pretty cool actually.
So it's like I wouldn't keep dissing spiritual stuff.
Wait, I
it's heavily
do I
linked
do
to that.
spiritual stuff?
Well, you kind of whenever you bring it up, you kind of make fun at it a little bit.
Oh yeah, because I mean that's just me being a dick
I
though.
know. Zach, do you
I do
know
take these ideas like
what I ordered
seriously.
today? Or I guess
Like,
yesterday. Because the first time I've done this, I ordered some crystals, Zach.
Oh Jesus
For
Christ!
first time, I've never done this. I got
What are the
3.
four?
Let's see. One. Well, let me go. Again, I'm like part of me is still a little skeptical, but I'm just gonna do it just to see. So I got malachite. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I got a malachite or malachite. Do you know it?
It's either malachite or malachite.
It's probably malachite. That sounds better.
Yeah,
So that one is supposed to be I have
it's the
screenshots. Hold
green
up.
one, right? That's green.
It is green.
Right?
I took a screenshot of what it said. So it says malachite shows up in your life when it's time to transform. It makes you aware of the patterns and habits that don't serve you so you can change for the better. So it's supposed to welcome transformation and openness. Then I got black tourmaline, which is protection from bad energy. And
Yeah.
then I got clear quartz, which is supposed to you put clear quartz towards your other crystals to clear it of the energy and to cleanse it pretty much. And hey, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna go to it with an open mind. I'm gonna see if I legitimately feel different. And let's say hypothetically that it's just a placebo effect or whatever, but regardless, I'd still be feeling that way. Even if no matter what the cause is. ALC, I've again, a lot of people have said that is legitimate. I feel like that many people can't be making it up, you know.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy and logic on it. And I have a couple. I know a couple of people who themselves have a couple and say that that they work, you know.
How much did they cost you?
They were small. I'm starting out small, obviously. Only like for all 3, this is including shipping. Only like $24. But I had an online Visa gift card, so I got for my birthday, so I technically didn't spend money on it myself, and it didn't come out of my own pocket, technically.
Yeah.
Even though back in September I was at it wasn't like like a spiritual shop necessarily, but it had a lot of that kind of stuff. Like it had like sage, it had a lot of like organic stuff. Like it had a lot of stuff in that realm, and I felt I felt very peace and welcome in that store. I don't know. I really like the energy that that I got from it. Look at me, I'm a fucking hippie talking about energy and all that, and stones and crystals. Hey man, why not? I'm interested and I'm fascinated in that whole culture and lifestyle. Fuck it.
You know what would be cool?
I like it. What would be cool, Zach?
So like a bar, but with those crystals, you make like your glasses out of them.
Yo.
And so yeah, like you just have like cool looking glasses, and then like you serve special drinks for each like glass. Like, oh, I ordered, or like, or you can get special drinks in these glasses for like special things, and then like you can also just order like the glass itself with like whiskey or vodka and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Zach.
Yo.
Let's start a bar.
Yes, sir.
Let's open up a bar. No, that's actually cool as hell. Zach, honestly, I could honestly in the future I could see you open like I'm owning a bar, or starting up and owning one. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
What would you call it?
Maybe later on. The Roost.
The Roost.
Yes, sir.
You should just call it Cock instead.
Yo, a Roost is like a place where like they fucking they could call it the Perch too. And people might get it confused with the fucking fish, but it's like a thing for birds.
And then after 11 p.m., male strippers come in.
Yes, sir. I could call it the Nest. I don't know.
The Nest.
Something bird. Wait, yeah, something bird themed.
Also, I said you should call it Cock because you said Roost and Rooster.
Yeah, I understood. Dickhead. Well,
That's funny.
I might. We just call it strip club, but it's not a strip club. It's a bar, and I get all the lonely white men as a ploy.
Like you literally just name it strip club, and there it's not. It's the complete opposite of that.
Yeah. Just like, hi, welcome to the bar.
Wait,
We have
wait.
crystals.
Do you remember the Tom Segura
What?
bit about the strip club called Beef, or whatever
Yeah.
it
Oh
was?
my God. Yes. Beef. No, I'm gonna go to this, but she goes to beef. It's like hardcore. Just talking about.
Beef. Jesus Christ.
She's like, it tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck.
Zach, whenever I know I mean he usually tours every year, but he's not right now because of COVID. But like when it's back to in person, do you want to go to a Tom Segura show if he comes near
Yeah.
here?
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna take off
Like,
my underwear and throw them at him.
yeah,
I feel like that'd be really funny.
that would be hilarious. Also, I'm being legitimate. Like we should if he announced a tour, like we should like legitimately plan that and go. I'll pay for my own ticket, obviously. I just want to go.
Mm.
I'd love to see him. And if not, if you decide to bail on me, I'll go with my dad because I think he likes stand up. No, I'm kidding.
I got you. Where do you think he'd tour at, though?
I mean, he'd probably come to Detroit, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Maybe not, or maybe Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids is a popular, but I've seen a lot of people tour there also. No, bro, I was watching Bill Burr. It's from a couple years ago, but Bill Burr on Tom Segura's podcast, you know, with his wife Christina, and oh my God, bro, Bill, he fascinates me, man, because like. Even I mean, of course, like he's not he's like you know he's obviously he is like always he's like constantly like a bit of like a dick because that's just him. But like I don't know, he's always just like a very angry person, you know, or he's like even in that podcast, like he was being cool with them obviously because like they're friends, but like. He is like just naturally like always like a very bitter person. I don't know how you can live like constantly being that bitter.
Is he from Boston?
Maybe
Or somewhere around there? Because I mean, he has like the accent. I mean, that's just like the culture around there.
just being like mad all the time.
Angry. Yeah, just being like dicks. Because like
it's from Canton, Massachusetts.
Yeah, like all there is to do in like Boston is kind of be a dick. I mean, they're accepting. Don't get me wrong, because apparently, like their gay community is very like nice.
Yeah.
But like they're just like dicks. Like it's not even like them being mean. They're dicks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess if that's the culture. I mean, like again, like I'm not saying like he's like he's nice. He's doing like a good guy, but he always just has like that super underlying bitterness to him. And that's what kind of makes him him. That's what makes him fun. That's why like I like him. That's why like kind of everyone likes him, really. Or it's like a big reason. I get it, but it's just kind of fascinating, like the psychology behind that is. Because I mean, it can't be all just be like, you know, like the culture too. Like that has to be also who he is as a person.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's fine. Again, like
it's probably the way he's raised, and like there's a lot that goes into it. But I mean, definitely.
Yeah. No, but it's funny though, because like multiple times on the podcast, Bill Burr, he was calling Tom. He was like Tom. He kept calling Tom like legitimately like a psychopath, like a sociopath. And then he was being like serious. Like he legit thinks that he's somewhat of like a psycho, and it's kind of funny.
Jeez. What does Tom Segura do?
Well, he always laughs at people getting hurt on his podcast.
Oh my God.
And like you've seen this stand up, like he straight up says out like he likes like ruining people's like, you know, like remember when he was telling like the joke about people's moms or whatever. Like he was saying how he got like legitimate joy of putting that image and like, you know, making them uncomfortable like that. And like I believe him. I don't think he's lying about that, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is. It's actually really
He's kind of
funny.
psycho,
But
but like
it's,
not psycho enough to a point where it's like concerning to where where
I
he'll
mean,
like hurt people.
it would be more sociopath. 'Cause, I
Oh
mean, he
yeah,
understands it's wrong.
okay, yeah, sociopath. No, sorry, I'm
Yeah,
misspeaking. Yeah,
yeah, he understands it's fucking wrong, but he's like, I'm still gonna do it because I'm a dick.
yeah. It's fascinating because like there's legitimate sociopath behaviors, but it's not that bad because
I mean,
he's
sadistic,
able
like,
to. Yeah, but it's not. Again, he's able. He's still a good person though, at the same time. Just kind of weird.
do you know what a sadist and what a masochist are?
I know what a sadist is. What I don't. I'm not familiar. I mean, I've heard the term, but I
So,
can't remember what.
yeah, I mean, a sadist is somebody who likes to dish out pain, whereas a masochist likes to receive pain.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about masochist. That's.
Yeah, it's typically more in like a sexual sense, kind of. But,
Interesting. Hey, do you see Thompson Crowe's injury from basketball like a few weeks ago, or like
I
a couple
did
months ago?
not. I
Okay.
heard he like
Okay, no,
got.
hold on. I'm gonna show you the clip in a second. I'm gonna end the podcast though right now. It's like super quick. I'm gonna have to show you that because it's pretty funny. I
Does
mean,
he laugh?
oh yeah, bro. I mean, he rewatched the clip of him breaking his arm on his podcast, and he was laughing at it. So at least he laughs at himself too when he
Was he
sorely
like,
injured.
oh fuck, in like the
Oh,
clip
in
or
the
something?
moment, yeah, he was like he was in pain in the moment. I mean, naturally, yeah. Fuck, man. I feel like I've been stuttering and stumbling too much, motherfucker.
Not really
Be
like
honest,
that.
Zach. Do you think it was bad?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Like, and
Again,
that's me being fucking tired too. Like, not at all,
yeah. We are tired, also. Yeah.
dude. Damn, like I am. Oh, like,
Well,
why am
I
I
think this was
watching
fun.
people play this board game? Why am I here on YouTube? What channel is this? Drinking beer and playing a Godzilla board game. This is Dangerville still? Jesus Christ. And
All right, everyone. This is a 2 hours packed of interesting, deep, and just random talk. I think this is a very solid episode, Zach.
yeah,
Of It's a
real
Wrap,
quick,
aka the fucking main guy. Yeah.
real quick, if we can at all, we need to watch Shin Godzilla on this on like your channel and like do a reaction of it.
If I could figure out how to like cut it up to where I don't get like each first word doesn't get taken down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like yeah. Hell yeah, man. Let's figure that out.
Yes, sir.
I know I can set it up because I can go on my website and just screen share, but I'll have to see if I can cut it up or something. I'll add that to my list of things to do for the podcast. I was like, do you have any closing words? Any closing statements?
Stay healthy, both
Mm.
physically and mentally.
Yes.
A lot of people like to focus on
Spiritually.
one or the other. Oh yeah, and spiritually. Spiritually is actually important.
Yes, sir.
Not everybody's spiritual, and there's nothing wrong with it. But if you are spiritual,
No, if you
you
aren't,
know,
you're degenerate. Sorry. No, I'm
damn.
kidding.
But
I'm kidding.
you know, all
Good
of them
word,
are
Zach.
important. But
Mm.
like a lot of people like to focus on one or two.
Yes.
Not all of them, but like just try to make sure you're balancing everything because you don't want to
Yes.
just you don't want to be unbalanced. You got to take care of
Yes.
it the possible way.
Yes, Zach. Preach it.
Eat right, sleep right. Whatever you need to do. Breathe right. Just do everything right.
Yes,
Side
Zach.
note: I don't think I'm ready to watch this Jacksepticeye video. It's called Loss, and I'm pretty sure it's about him losing his dad. His
Yeah.
dad died, and I'm like, I don't think I'm
Rest in
ready to watch
peace.
it.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. On that, it's 2 a.m. We're gonna head out. Good work. Good last words of advice, Zach. Um, and yeah, episode 16. New episode coming soon. Hopefully, if I have the motivation to do it, which I'll get it.
Yes,
I'll find something to talk about. All right, peace.
yes.